I'm not. Oh, you're not. But it's good to see you. All right.
One more time. Sorry, Al.
You're good.
Sorry about that. So much.
Let her kick it off.
Good afternoon and welcome to NASA's Kennedy Space Center. Just moments ago, we saw NASA's Boeing Crew Flight Test crew Butch, Wilmore, and Suni Williams taxi up in true pilot fashion via T-38. They have now joined us and they will be taking questions from media here shortly. We're also joined by Kennedy Space Center Associate Center Director Jen Kunz and Deputy Program Manager for NASA's Commercial Crew Program, Dana Hutcherson. We also want to welcome our Boeing team here today, Vice President of Boeing Exploration Systems, John Shannon, Starliner Deputy Program Manager and Spacecraft Mission Director, Leroy Kane, and Boeing's Astronaut Support, Megan Donaldson. Before we begin taking questions from the media, we will go ahead and kick it off from opening remarks from Jen, Dana, and the crew.
Well, good afternoon, and what a beautiful day. Really, it's a beautiful day to welcome these two amazing crew members to the world's premier spaceport. This is the first launch of astronauts for Boeing as part of NASA's Commercial Crew Program, and I know that they are very excited, you can see it in their face, to fly to the International Space Station on this historic mission. Even though we have a robust manifest here at the spaceport, these missions are absolutely never routine for us. The next several days at Kennedy Space Center will be busy time as we prepare for the launch of Boeing's Crew Flight Test. And in addition to the crew's arrival, today our team is assembled for the flight test readiness review ahead of this May 6th launch. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who has worked behind the scenes and worked so diligently in the months leading up to this mission. And it's really been more than months. There has been a lot of work, and our teams have worked really hard, hand in hand, and your dedication has not gone unnoticed. Our NASA teams have been working hand in hand with our commercial partner Boeing and the Space Force, and we're looking forward to a successful launch and mission. We're excited to welcome back to the Kennedy Space Center, NASA's Butch Wilmore, who will serve as the mission commander, and NASA's Suni Williams, who will serve as the PLT. You guys might call her a pilot. Butch calls her a PLT, and we are happy to have them both here. Greeting these astronauts on the runway always gets me excited because it means we're in the final days before launch, and that's always a great day for us. Before we hear from the crew, I just wanted to recognize one other person. My counterpart at the Johnson Space Center, Steve Kerner, is also here with us today. And I also want to recognize Dana Hutcherson, who's the Deputy Manager for the Commercial Crew Program, who's going to just say a few words. She's been here since we started this program, and it's an exciting time to certify a new spacecraft to launch humans back to the International Space Station from American soil. Dana.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. I am Dana Hutcherson, the Deputy Program Manager for Commercial Crew Program, and I can't tell you how excited I am to be here today, welcoming Butch and Suni, who will be flying the first to fly Boeing's Starliner crew. And to Boeing, behind me here, thanks so hard for all of the work that you have done with us and welcoming the crew with us. Preparing to fly NASA crew on the new Space Transportation System, which is only the 6th time in NASA's history that we've done this. This is an awesome time for all of us in this partnership. For me personally, I know for many others, this is a career-defining moment. 13 years with this program, our hearts and souls are in this spacecraft, and there's a little part of us that will be lifting off with Butch and Suni as well. This is a huge moment for our nation. With Starliner launching crew, the U.S. will have 2 unique human transportation systems to Earth orbit, providing critical redundancy and access to the space station. I couldn't be prouder of the NASA, Boeing, and ULA teams who have worked so hard to get to this point. Go NASA, go Starliner, and with that, I will hand it over to the crew, Butch and Suni.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, I tell you what, Suni and I were talking, we love Florida. We love Kennedy Space Center because this is where you launch humans into space. And the opportunity finally to fly in here in our T-38s, and we know that in just less than 2 weeks, the next flight we take will be laying on our backs this time, and we launch, and we actually launch into the heavens, and we leave this planet. And to do this on the Boeing Starliner spacecraft, and all that the individuals that have put into this for back to the initial inception of the design up to what we'll do in a couple of days, it just makes me want to just mention everybody's name. I can't do that. Some of the most important people that have directed all of this are standing right over here. You've heard their names. We brought these T-38s down. This is the best training platform we have for spaceflight because this is the only platform where we literally make life or death decisions. I mean, Suni and I, over the course of our careers, have flown many simulators, and sometimes in those simulators, we have perished, but we're still here. But in these aircraft right here, we could make the wrong decision or things could happen, and life and death decisions are made in these aircraft. So they're a wonderful training platform. That's why we wanted Dave and Djibouti to stand here with us, who are the guys that train us to fly these airplanes and keep us safe when we fly them. And of course, Jessica as well, one of our other newer astronauts. And Mike Fink, who is the be-all backup. I mean, he is amazing. I think Mike, Suni and I have probably learned more from Mike than he's learned from us over the years. But there, like I said, there's many names that I could mention. I could go on for an hour just mentioning names of the people that, literally the people whose shoulders, I heard somebody say that yesterday, the shoulders that we stand on here today. And we are grateful. For those of you that know who you are and are seeing us, we thank you. Because we're about to launch on Boeing Starliner and broaden the capability to and from space station that our agency has, and that's vitally important. And we're excited to be here. Thrilled that you came out to join us and say hi. It'd be a lot less of an event if you weren't here. So thank you for being here as well. Suni.
Yeah. Thanks, Butch. I just want to say a couple words. You saw us flying over, and we also looked down and saw everybody down here, which was really cool to see a crowd. There's a couple more crowds around the Space Center. And just to look at everything that's gone on here over the past couple of years. I was part of the original cadre that got to actually put the topping piece on the crew access arm for pad 31, or 41 that we're going to fly out of. And to see not only that pad transition while they're flying other Atlas V's, doing other payloads, to have them turn that into a human-rated pad is just incredible. And then, again, today, like I mentioned, fly around and see what's going on here in Florida. This is where the rubber meets the road, where we are going to leave this planet, and that is pretty darn cool. So just want to say thanks for all of you coming out today.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, I'll lead it by saying this. These gentlemen over here to our right, we saw y'all standing at attention when we taxied up. Thank you for representing our nation as you did, as you are right now, standing there at ease now. So we appreciate you as well. Thank you. Courtney, over to you.
Okay, we will now begin taking questions from the media. There's a microphone right here in the front, so please line up if you have a question. We do ask that you limit it to one question at this time, and when you get to the microphone, please state your name and media affiliation. Go ahead.
Oh, hi, Marcia Dunn, AP. For you, Butch, I guess. With everything going on right now in the world of Boeing, how crucial is it from where you stand that this first crew flight of Starliner go off as perfectly as it can?
Well, I don't think it has necessarily anything to do with Boeing and a flight going off. They're all vitally important. This is human spaceflight. That adage you've heard since Apollo 13, failure's not an option. And that has nothing specifically to do with Boeing or this program. That's all things that we do in human spaceflight. So this one is no more or less important than anything else we're doing. It just happens to be the most important one we're doing right now. Supporting the crew on orbit is the thing we're doing, but come May 6th, this will be the focus, and this mission, of course, going off well. Of course we wanted to do that. Do we expect it to go perfectly? This is the first human flight of the spacecraft. I'm sure we'll find things out. That's why we do this. This is a test flight. So when you do test, you expect to find things, and we expect to find things. But that's what we've done, all those names that I didn't mention earlier, in preparing us to handle any and all conceivable situations, and many of those, because of the training we've had, those situations that we can't conceive of. We're going to be able to handle those as well. So it's not just that Suni and I is ready. These folks over here are ready to make the decisions that will affect us, and the folks that are in the mission control and those things are ready as well. And we're pumped and excited to be here and go forward.
Hi, Richard Tribou with the Orlando Sentinel. Butch and Suni rolls right off the tongue. We haven't had a new crew launching this since Bob and Doug. So what I wanted to know is, have you guys spoken with Bob and Doug about what to expect and what is expected of you for this mission? Thanks.
Well, as a matter of fact, I just got a text from Bob last night, and he was pretty pumped that we were coming down here. And he's like, "I'm reliving it. It's in in my mind where we were." And the one thing we were chatting about a little bit was, May 6th is our launch date. There's a lot of things between now and then. May 6th isn't magical, and he said, if you get a scrub, it actually is a little bit nice because it sort of takes the pressure off a little bit, because I think that's what happened to them, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. We'll see. And we're just chatting a little bit about how this is all going to be, and he said gives us his best and ready for us to go fly.
Hi, Ken Kramer, Space Flight Now. Space Up Close. Thank you. I love them too. I'm nervous too. Congratulations. It's been a long time for you guys. We've met you before, and we want to wish you all the best luck. So my question for you two is, tell us a little bit about the science. You now have a long mission, but I'd like to know about the science and any public outreach you're going to be doing to the students and university students. Thank you.
Well, I'll take that first. I will be talking to the finest university in the nation, and that is Tennessee Technological University, and it just so happens to be where I graduated from as well. So that's who I'll be interacting with on one of the days we're up there. I'm not sure exactly when. That was mine. You get the rest of it.
Okay. All right. So, there's a lot of very specific science up on the space station, and a lot of the crew members who are going up there are specifically trained for it. And we haven't really gone through that level of training for the specific science. One thing that Butch and I are really good at is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. We're ready to do any type of maintenance on the space station, and they've checked us off for that. We're ready to do any robotics that needs to happen. We're ready to do any spacewalks that happen. So we've got all of our basic quals. Whatever science and stuff that we can help out, that would be great. While I'm up there, I'm talking to a little elementary school in the town of Needham, Massachusetts, and there's a lot of little kids there who know who I am.
Yeah, the name of that school happens to be the Sunita Williams Elementary School, in case you didn't know that. And another thing that we're doing, obviously, is this is the test flight. We have a whole list of items that we'll be checking out on the way to space station. There's a whole list of items we'll be checking out while we're docked to space station, and there's a whole list of items that we'll be doing and checking out prior to doing the deorbit burn and returning. A whole list of flight test objectives and test points and whatnot to prove the capabilities of the spacecraft. That's what you do on a test flight. So that's what this flight is full of, and it's an exciting thing process that we've been through to get to this point, as we've theorized what some of the things we needed to do, discussed with some of these guys over here, as well as things that we could and should and shouldn't do. And the list we have is comprehensive, and this spacecraft will be ready to carry individuals to and from space station. Not fully, there's some more things we'll need to do on the second and third missions, but this one we're really knocking out a lot of those action items.
Thank you.
Hi Butch, hi Suni. I'm James. I'm our local reporter at Channel 6. Given how publicized the delays for your mission have been, could you tell our audience more, each of you, why you believe the spacecraft is as safe as possible? Thank you.
James, thank you. That's a good question. That's a fair question. Why do we think it's as safe as possible? We wouldn't be standing here if we didn't. They wouldn't be standing here if we didn't. One thing I've heard from these two guys on the right, time and again, we will not fly until we're ready. And that's from the top. These are the top right here, from the top down. They've said that multiple times, and we've had a few delays because we weren't ready. Flying in space is hard. It's really hard. It's something that I think NASA and the team coming together, we make it look easy for the general public in general, because you see the launch go and everything seems to work out well. You might hear an anomaly little thing here or there, but it is not easy to do what we do. It is not easy to make sure that the metallurgy in the rocket engines is correct, that all the various bolts and everything are torqued down to the right setting. It's not easy to do all those things. There are literally 1,000 events that are taking place simultaneously as you step up and get prepared to launch, and during the launch sequence, and then the spacecraft itself, when we're on orbit. There's so much going on. It is not easy. I think we make it look easy. That's our goal. We want the general public to think it's easy, but it's not. It's way hard. We wouldn't be here if we weren't ready. We are ready. The spacecraft's ready, and the teams are ready. And that's the message that I think you would expect to hear at this point, else we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I just want to add to that, a kudos to our training team, because our training team is not only our training team, but our developmental team. So all the folks who have been working with us in mission control, as well as, the folks who are setting up the simulators, have been with us in all of the technical debriefs, discussions, as we're getting the spacecraft ready. They're formulating the procedures that we're going to perform based on all of the developmental tests that we've done in the simulators over the last couple of years. And we had the kitchen sink essentially thrown at us the other day on a SN sim, and we came out fine. So I have all the confidence in not only our capabilities, the spacecraft capabilities, but also our mission control team, who's ready for the challenge, and they're up for it, and they're getting ready back in Houston.
Scott Heidler, West 2 News. This is for both of you, if I could, please. One thing, those of us who have covered the commercial crew program, we've come out and we've heard the astronauts talk about what the previous crew has told them about the Dragon, about the mission, lessons learned, kind of compelling information that helps them on their mission. You don't have that. What does that feel like? And then also, clearly there's camaraderie amongst astronauts. What have some of your maybe friends, colleagues that have flown in Dragon said about comparing possibly Starliner, and what have you said in return?
Rosie hasn't told us much.
Yeah. Let's see here. Was it James? Is that right?
Scott.
Scott, I'm sorry. Scott. Same number of letters. That's the way my mind works. I'm sorry. You pose some interesting questions. There is so much with this spacecraft, the capabilities of this spacecraft, that other spacecraft don't have. I'll give you an example. Our final sim was on Monday. And in our final sim, our sim team, they build these scenarios, and they'll fail this and fail that as we go through this process to train us, like I said earlier, for all possible outcomes, right? Anything we can think of. So on our first run in this simulation we're running, we had a problem with the rocket itself, which caused us to abort early. We did not make it to orbit. And in that abort, we have several areas we abort. One of them is near Shannon, Ireland. So we abort to Shannon. And we have a lat long that I punch into this backup control display, which is our fail-safe display. And I punch a lat long in there, and the spacecraft is supposed to fly it there and land pretty much very close to that point, okay? The guidance failed just before we hit the plasma in the atmosphere. And the pointy end is pointing towards the heat. You want the thermal protection end pointing towards the heat. So we're almost 180 degrees out. Well, the only option is to go into manual mode and maneuver to the attitude manually. That manual mode was set up at 1 degree a second. We couldn't get there quick enough. Suni goes back up. Back up is our fail-safe mode. It's basically the computers are not involved in the thought process. There's another computer that says, you want to roll right, fire that jet, fire that jet. Hope this isn't boring for you, but that's the way it works. And so in this backup mode, which is our fail-safe mode, how close do you think we got to that intended point of impact? I mean, we're landing in the water off of Shannon, but we're using this bang-bang filter basically to control the spacecraft. We got the back end pointed into the heat just in time from when the failure came in, and we landed within 200 meters. That's like between here and that building, between the point. There's no other spacecraft in the world that can do that. It can do it automatically, it can do it in manual mode, and on our fail-safe mode, we can still hit the bullseye. There's not another spacecraft that does that on the globe. And that's what this spacecraft does. It's a capability. That's one of many stories I could tell you about this spacecraft that set it apart and make it different.
Yeah, this spacecraft is awesome, right? And I worked with our other friends for a little while too, and that spacecraft is also awesome. I think in our office, people know that this one, there's a lot to know, there's a lot to do, there's a lot to be able to learn from the spacecraft. I honestly think it's a great stepping stone as we're getting ready to leave low Earth orbit and go back to the moon. It has a lot of similar things that Orion has. So I think if I was a young astronaut and I was thinking about going to the moon, I think I'd put my hand up and say, I want to fly Starliner.
Hi, Butch and Suni. Charles Boyer with Florida Media Now and talk of Titusville. And the last time an Atlas family rocket launched a crew was May 15th, 1962. Gordon Cooper, Mercury 7, I think it was. And the next time an Atlas will launch crew is May 6th of this year when you fly on it. So I was wondering what your thoughts were on Atlas's legacy and also about the job that United Launch Alliance has done preparing your ride to space.
There is not another rocket, expendable launch vehicle, for those of y'all the term, that's what that is. There is not another rocket that in that category of rockets that I'd want to fly on. The ULA, the United Launch Alliance team, has done amazing, miraculous things with their rocket to make it human rated with this emergency detection system, this EDS system. So if there's a problem, rockets do have problems. We don't expect it, but if there is, the emergency detection system will save our lives. And there's not a rocket in existence. Again, I know I'm using these big words about it doesn't exist. There's not one in existence that I would feel this is the one that I would want to fly on, put it like that. This Atlas is ready. Again, these folks over here and others with ULA have worked tirelessly to make it ready and get it to that human rating that we have to launch Suni and us and all those that come behind us. Mike being on the next one. Mike Fink back here behind us. Yeah.
Hi there, Will Robinson Smith with Spaceflight Now. Good to see you both again. You've talked a lot about, what you went through during those final sims before you came here. I wonder, what was it like to leave those final simulations when you knew sort of the end point of the training had come? I know you still have one more crew readiness day, out at the pad of the VIF. But what was it like to sort of leave that environment at Johnson, knowing like that chapter is now closed? Thanks.
Just real quick, I can't tell you. We're going to be the ones, we're the humans getting in the rocket, right? I could not be prouder of our mission control teams. I mean, it is amazing how it gels and works together. We'll talk about crew resource management, CRM, between us and the spacecraft and the ground and all the things that they do. And our flight directors, Mike Lammers, Rick Hempling, Vincent LaCourte, Ed Van Sice, Chloe Bering, and I can keep naming. They've got their teams. You talk about, in basketball, you think about they're peaking at the right time. Oh my, our control teams are peaking at the right time. I couldn't be more proud of them. We leave those sims and I'm like, wow, could that have gone better? I don't think it could. I mean, it's been truly, truly amazing. And I'm not just saying this because you're here. I'm being completely honest. It has been a wonder and a privilege to train with these individuals and prepare for this space flight. It's been a privilege.
Yeah, we were talking about who those people are, and they really brought over the best from Shuttle, who have trained the newer folks who are our mission operations folks. And for me, it's interesting because we know them all really, really well. I mean, we have side conversations about like, how does this work? How does that work? Why is this doing this? Why is it doing that? Tell me what do you mean by this starred block five pages down into the malfunction? We've had those in-depth conversations. And so for me, whenever I turn one of those pages, one of those display pages, if it's NDS, I'm going to see Claire, for example. If it's ECLIS, I'm going to see Mike Fitzpatrick and Preston Easton. So that's what it's like to me. It's like their faces imprinted on all of those systems, and they're there in the control room, ready to help us out, back us up if we have any problems. And so we're taking them all with us.
Greg Pallone with Spectrum News 13. Welcome back to the Space Coast, everybody. Kind of a homecoming for you, Sonny. Florida Tech grad. Do you have a message for the Florida Tech family?
Well, they're in the center of it. You know, Florida Tech is right here, right down the street, Melbourne. They're in the center of all of this. I hope they all come out and watch, and hopefully I'll make them a little bit proud. So go Panthers.
Thank you.
Hi, Butch and Sunny. I'm Brooke Edwards with Florida Today. My question is, what does the itinerary look like for the next week between now and launch day?
I can say it in 3 words: review, review, and review everything we've been working on. There's so much into this. There's a fair amount of responsibility, obviously, that we hold, and we want to make. We are ready, but we want to stay ready, and we've got a week to continue to make sure that there's not a single event that we have trained for that we're not ready for. And having that fresh in our minds is what we want. I mean, something as simple as, I was talking to Leroy Kane on the loops just the other day about wanting to, on this CTA event we're doing tomorrow, crew training activity, just a couple of minutes to look around the spacecraft as I crawl in and we strap in. Just want to make sure they knew that we were going to do that, to make sure our minds are set on where even all the bags are, how even the fire extinguisher is connected. Just have that fresh in our memories. So this is going to be a week of review and preparation.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Brandon Moser with Central Florida Public Media. Sorry. Got a 2-part question for you. First part, it's been a while since y'all have been to the crew quarters. So what do you plan on doing to pass the time while there, and what's on the menu there?
Yeah, the menu, we're supposed to actually come up with our last meal, as they call it, right? What's it called? Ultimate. Oh, ultimate, I'm sorry. Bad nomenclature. The ultimate meal by Friday, so we have a little bit more time to decide that. But we've got great folks who are working in astronaut crew quarters who have it all prepared and ready for us. We were down here a couple weeks ago and just got to chit-chat a little bit, and everything is all set up for us. So I think to pass the time away, like Butch said, I think there's going to be a lot of review. I think there's going to be a little bit of sleep, maybe a little bit of working out, walking on the beach, going for a run, and stuff like that, as well as maybe a movie or two. So it's going to be hopefully a little bit relaxing and a lot of review.
What movie do you think we're going to watch? Navy pilot. Top Gun Maverick, exactly. You know it. Go Navy. Navy. Oh, Air Force.
It's about even.
He says stuff like that all the time.
All right, go Navy.
Go Navy.
I'm Jim Siegel. I'm with Florida Media Now and NASATech.net. I maybe have a more specific question to the one that was just asked. I was wondering now, aside from the leisure time that you're going to have here, what specific activities do you have continuing to train or to review the rocket or so on? If you could describe some of those, maybe for you two, and the other 4 in the background there, what are you going to be doing this week? Thank you.
Well, I can tell you one of the things, and I'll be short, but Ray Biggins is the guy that trains us and has developed all of our rendezvous procedures, all the proximity operations that we'll do. They've come up with a profile that will, at any point that anything could happen, the trajectory keeps stations safe. There's no point until just prior to docking that the trajectory could even come anywhere near impacting space station. And it's him and his team that has developed this and trained us to go completely manual from almost 6 kilometers away and rendezvous and dock manually to the spacecraft. So we're going to tag up with him at one point during the week. Just some final points to just discuss and go over. And there are others. So. Yeah, just another thing, specifically on review, how the spacecraft is all laid out. We only get so much time in the spacecraft. As we come here, obviously we live in Texas, and then we come out here and we get a chance to go in it. Sometimes it has some of the stuff packed in it, sometimes it doesn't, depending on what operations they're doing in the factory. So now it's all packed, right? And so we'll be
we'll be able to see that tomorrow, but there's only going to be a small amount of time for that. There's another group here, headed by Armando Lolio, who's put together a virtual reality look at the spacecraft. And like I mentioned earlier, Butch and I are up for any righty-tighty, lefty-loosey tasks, and so we're going to review, get into that virtual reality spacecraft and be able to see where all of those pieces of equipment are if we, by chance, we had to go in there and do something to fix it. So that's another thing that we're going to have the opportunity to do at astronaut crew quarters. So there's going to be, like I said, a lot of review, a lot of making sure, crossing all those T's, dotting those I's, making sure when we step off to the launch pad, we know everything we need to know.
You know, the Flight Operations Directorate, FOD, is what the astronaut office, Aircraft Operations Directorate as well, what the T-38s and the other airplanes are under that umbrella at Johnson Space Center, and we're involved in a lot of stuff. Justin's going to tell you something he's involved in.
All right, for the next week, we've got CRS-30 return, the WB-57 as one of the research pilots. That's what I do, and then we've got CFT support as they launch.
Yeah, that's a good question. I appreciate that because we're very broad and very detailed in all that we do within FOD. And these guys are the ones that do a lot of work to make all that other stuff happen. Thank you.
All right, thank you for all of your questions today, and Butch and Suni, thank you for your time as well. That will do it for our arrival press conference today. Next up is the Flight Test Readiness Review Media Teleconference, which we are currently targeting for around 4 p.m. Eastern Time, or about 1 hour after the Flight Readiness Review concludes. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining.
Thank you again for being here. All right.
Didn't get a chance to